Okay, there you have it, guys. That's today's session. It was not much. It's not even a break even. It's somewhat a break even, but it's not a break even because what happened today was I noticed during my trade session that price was going the other way, and I had to switch. I had to be flexible. And one thing you have to learn in trading is, you have to be flexible here. You can't be so rigid or think, okay, price is going to go bullish and think price is going to respect you. The market doesn't care about you. Market doesn't care about you. Like it's all price action and you have to be able to react. You have to be able to react to what the market is showing you. Okay. So with today's session, I knew based on past experience that market was going to do a reversal. So I had to, react as well. So let's get into that in the video. All right, guys. So as we always do, we start with the higher time frame and we work our way down to the lower time frame. Okay. So let's do that now. Yeah. So at the moment, Jesus, my screen looks a bit messy here. So I'm just gonna clear some couple of texts. Looks better. So at the moment, we have a bullish trend. Price is moving bullish, and it's been doing that for the past month. And today we see. Well, I woke up this morning and it was around here. We were yesterday, and today we see that price reacted off of this second demand zone because remember there was one here. Price reacted off of this, and it's. Man, look at that big ass juicy candle. It just went like crazy overnight during the Asian session. And now, from my understanding of charts, price is now making its way back to this demand zone here. I'm just going to mark it quickly here. Price is making its way down here and it's most likely going to continue making that bullish trend upwards. So something like this. Then something like that. Yeah. It's not the best way of drawing it, but you get the point. Yeah. So that's the 4 hours. And we go to a 1 hour time frame just to have a look at what's happening inside. Okay. So we see a market shift. A good sign telling us prices reversing back to bullish after the big fall in the 15 minutes during the Asian session. We had this big bullish candle. Just tells us that there's so much more liquidity just sitting on the bottom here. So at any point now, price is most likely going to continue to go bearish. We already see that in the 15 minutes. This happened during the the New York session. We see a market shift to the bottom side, and price is most likely going to come up here, mitigate the supply zone, and continue to go down. Okay. And if you go to our 5 minutes, which is where I was trading today, so you can see we have a bullish trend, and at the moment, that was where I entered my trade. So let's say I'll just reverse this back a bit. Okay. That was where I entered my trade. And what was my reason for entering this trade? Well, I ticked off all my trading lists, my trading checklist, and I was convinced that this was a good setup. The price was moving up. Price was moving up like so. Just around here, I'll show you what the part where I got the confirmation that price is most likely gonna turn bearish. Price was moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up, moving up. Yeah, just around here. This is slow. Okay, so around here, we see that there was nearly a break of structure, but it's not there yet. You'll see it in a couple of seconds. Yeah, so at this point, I was like, okay, maybe price is turning bearish now because, it's been a very big bullish run. So, it's very likely price could turn bearish. But I never like to predict or say, okay, this is what's gonna happen. I only react of what the market is doing. Okay. So and that's what every trader, well, I believe every trader should do that. You shouldn't be predicting the market. Your goal as a trader is to be a risk taker. You're not here to predict because you don't have a magic crystal in your hand. Like, how are you gonna know where it's gonna go? Okay. So at this point, I was already like, yeah, time to say, you know, we've lost, but we didn't lose yet. Price was still going up, price was going up, price was going up. At this point, I was now beginning to see this. Look like, what does this look like? It looks like a double top. It's liquidity. So it just tells me that there's so much liquidity on the top here and also at the bottom here. Okay. So whenever this happens, whenever I see a double top or a double bottom, and what I first understand or what I tell myself is where was price heading previously to this double top or double bottom. So if we were having a bullish trend like this, like you see here, and I see a double top like we're about to see, that when I see this, the first thing that rings in my head is, okay, price is about to go down like as in crazy, because look at the amount of built up liquidity sitting under here. All of this is liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. Like, and there's not enough fuel to keep pushing price to go up, except some billionaire just drops, money in here. But like, I don't think that's gonna happen with all this moves. So yeah, after seeing that, I just know that there's going to be most likely a reversal. And at that point, I took up my stop loss from down here and I put it up here and break even. And then I was waiting to see what happens next. Actually, I was break even around here somewhere. Around here, I got stopped out because I just had this feeling that price was going to turn around and it's going to go crazy. And that was what happened. See? Okay. Double top, double bottom. And look, let's see what happens here. Boom. It just goes down so quick. Like, it just shoots down. It doesn't even come back up to mitigate this zone here, this POI, this point of interest. It just continues to go down. But that just tells me that, yeah, we've been having a massive bull run. So let's just come down and get more fuel first before continuing going up. Okay. It's just like physics. If you did physics. Yeah. So that was my conviction for today. And that's where prices are at currently. Look at this. We even have another double up there. Even it looks like a triple. Crazy. So that is telling me that price most likely is gonna come up here. This is just my own like bias now. It could be completely wrong. I think price is gonna come up here, even break this and continue to go up here, probably mitigate around here and then go down. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe in my next video I'm gonna do like what's the word? Just to see what happened previously. Okay. Right there. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. That was pretty much my trade for today. But what I learned from this is always be flexible. Learn how to react to what the market is doing. Don't predict what the market is doing because you can never know where the market is gonna go. You gotta learn how to be on defense. On defense. When you see liquidity, a double top, double bottom, you ask yourself the question. I ask myself the question: where was price previously heading from? If it was a bullish trend, then that if I see a double top after a bullish trend, most likely price is coming down to sweep more liquidity. And if it was a bearish trend, then price is going up to sweep more liquidity. Okay. So that was today's trade session. Took only one trade. We were meant to take another trade, but then I just rather not force any trades, like I've been doing in the past. Yeah. Okay, guys, that was pretty much my today's session. That's everything I have to say to you. Thank you for watching if you were listening to these points, and I'll see you in my next journaling session. Peace.